Howdy, and welcome back to Slide Bites. Very tired Slide Bites today. Wasn't sure if I was going to make a video this weekend or not. I was out at the Kings Island amusement park, seeing the Three Doors Down concert. Long trip for me, so I am a little bit dragging this weekend on making a video. But anyway, I had an idea in my head, and I will eventually do more in-depth on some of these pedals for my board, and I've been wanting to do this. It's not really a board, obviously there's no board, but my pedal chain, I should say. I've been wanting to do kind of a review on several of these pedals, but today I kind of just want to do a quick demonstration of different distortion pedals that I use, because I do have different gain stages and different types of gain I like to use for different types of music. So two of these pedals, the orange pedal here is the Boss DS1, and this is the DOD Super Distortion FX55B. And I've had both of these pedals well over a decade, and the DigiTech Bad Monkey is going to be in this too, and I've also had that well over a decade. Now, I paid for both of these pedals probably $20 to $35, something like that. So neither of those two pedals I paid very much for. This pedal is a demo ultra metal Behringer pedal that I got from Sweetwater. I got a demo model for like 18 bucks. Seriously, it was stupid cheap, and it sounds amazing. So the Super Distortion, the DOD red pedal there, is a very old model from what I can understand. I don't know how long they were in production. I think they stopped around the 90s. I could be wrong about that. And I picked it up, and it runs off of 9-volt and a weird power supply adapter that I do not have. And I used to have a special insert for my one-spot chain for powering these, but I have lost it over the years, and I have no idea where it went, and I just run the 9-volt battery. The Boss is more traditional, and you just kind of want to give you a little comparison of these distortion pedals I use, because I do go back and forth, and you've heard the Boss DS1 and the Ultra Metal and some other prior videos. So today, let's go ahead and give some of these a try real quick. We are running through the clean channel on the Acoustic G120DSP through the Squier Bullet Stratocaster on the lead pickup, which is a humbucker on this model. So there's the clean. Alright, so there's some clean tone. So let's go ahead and just do some DOD. It's got a little bit of a sag in there, and from what I understand, they really were trying to emulate a tube amp with this. Whether or not they got it right, I'll leave that for you to judge. I do use that pedal every now and then, though, and I do kind of like it. Alright, let's switch over to the Boss DS1. Bit more throaty, a bit more heavy. In my opinion, it does sound a bit more transistor-like, but I actually really enjoy the Boss DS1. I used that pedal for every type of genre of music for many years. Loved it back when I was in in whatever group I was in. I don't know what kind of music you want to call it. We never really did get a gig, but I used it with that when we were jamming together and everything. The Boss DS1 has always been there for me. Love the Boss DS1. Okay. So, shut that off here, and let's switch over to the Behringer Ultra Metal, which is one of my absolute favorites. It really can really I've got the gain maxed up. We'll just put it that way. Love that pedal. I mean, seriously, less than $20. You cannot beat that. Okay, so let's repeat this experiment. And this time, let's go back to the DOD super distortion here. Let's go ahead and pop her on, and let's give her a little bit. So this is the tone as it was. Let's go ahead and give her a boost with the DigiTech Bad Monkey, which is what I use that for, or just for light gain. Sounds pretty good. Now let's do the same thing with the Boss DS1. Alright, here we go. Without the DigiTech. With the DigiTech. Love that. Absolutely love that. Okay. Step it back up. And let's go to the Behringer Ultra Metal, but without the DigiTech at first. Alright, let's try this. Alright, let's throw the Bad Monkey on there. Alright, and there you go. So that's those, basically those 4 pedals, and I use these often in my videos. The DigiTech Bad Monkey is really more of a, from what I understand, a TS808, I believe is the designation for the Ibanez early tube screamer, and it does a good job. Now, when I first purchased it, they had, I think I got it as a gift, come to think of it, so I believe it was under $100 for that pedal when it first came out, and it is such a great little boost. I mainly use it for boost, or just to let you guys hear what it sounds like on its own here, as just, part of the chain. And we'll do a better in-depth review on these pedals eventually, but this is just kind of to let you hear some pedal combination. So just so you hear what the clean tone was like. So you can hear there's a little bit of a gain in there. I've got it about mid, I guess you could call it 12 o'clock, and I've got my high and my low is my low is actually boosted over the high end, I believe, on my pedal there. So that's just kind of how I do it, and I like that. It gives a nice thick boost to the other 3 pedals in this chain. So, you let me know if in the comments which pedal combination you thought sounded the best. I personally like the Ultra Metal the best. I am a bit of a metalhead, but if I'm doing, bluesy stuff, I will either use the Bad Monkey often by itself or the Boss DS1. Right now I have the DS1's distortion on all these pedals, other than the Bad Monkey. The distortion is dimed out, so we can't, or the gain I should call it on some of these. distortion gain. A lot of these pedals are kind of the same thing, but it's maxed out. And I have the tone rolled back on most of them, except the Behringer is a little different because you have a lot of manipulation on that thing. And we'll do an in-depth review on the Behringer Ultra Metal over here, the maroon colored one. So you'll see more of that. The Boss DS1, I love the simplicity of just the 3-knob setup, and the DOD was really designed to compete with the Boss DS1, from what I understand, or at least the other Boss distortion pedals. And personally, I think the Boss is better, but I think the DOD has a place. And actually, the DOD sounds good whether I boost the tone or roll the tone off, as I have it right here. And I will be using that for other bluesy stuff and for some more rock and other things. I have tried to use it as a boost on the other pedals, but it just seems to make squealing in my amp and hurt my ears. And I don't think a noise gate would ever save it from being obnoxious. So don't know that I'll be doing that too often. I have used the DS1 successfully with the Ultra Metal, so maybe that's just the difference in the design. Now, the distortion pedal I have there, it was, from what I understand, an 80s Boss DS1. So actually it's older than the DOD, and it's actually in a little better condition. Go figure. The Behringer I've only had since a few months ago, and the Bad Monkey I've had for many years now, and it's in really good condition still. But yeah. And a little ironic, I think DOD had something to do with some of the formation of DigiTech. I don't know if they're the same company or some of the engineers left there, but if you look at the pedals, there's some similarities in the overall layouts of those, so it's kind of interesting. You have to look up close, and we'll do that sometime. Anyway, great pedals. Just wanted to give you a little bit of a versus, I guess, or a little bit of a demo of what different gain stages can sound like between 3 different pedals, and then what they can sound like boosted with a tube overdrive, like the Bad Monkey, which even going through a solid state amp, you can hear a difference. It really does change things. So anyway, thanks for watching Slide Bites, and I will be back, hopefully this coming week with another gear video, and I appreciate you guys watching. Keep shredding, and I will see you soon. Bye.